Hi again. Mercedes Sprinter injector saga goes on. The new toolkit has come, what I needed, that's what it is. I think it looks fairly straightforward. There's some instructions. I'm not going to need that because I haven't snapped the bolt off in there. It's just the bolt's out and the threads are gone. So I don't think I'll need that. I need that because that is, if you look, you might be able to see it brilliantly on the camera, but that is stepped. That is a 7mm that end and an 8mm the rest. So I have to screw that in to the right depth, which I'm hoping that's set at the right depth because there doesn't seem to be an Allen key in there. But I will definitely check that because I don't want to drill deeper than I should do. So we'll have to just look at that. Look at it in the right way. Yeah. What else we got in here? That I don't need. That's something to do with drilling out as well, so I don't need that. There's a tool for putting the new insert in, which is there. I'll show you one in a second. It's just an insert like that. So it's threaded 6mm in the middle and 8mm on the outside. We've got that. Tap the new thread in. So yeah, that is it. That hopefully will do the job. Like I said the other day, well, I think it was yesterday, the kit wasn't cheap. It was £95. I could have got a little bit cheaper, but I wanted it next day, so I bought it, which had next day delivery. We have got the instructions here. That's the number of the kit, if anyone's interested. Laser there. Tells you what there is in there. So that I've got to ignore because I haven't got to drill the old one out. So what I've got to do is I've got to see how deep that is. So that's like the bottom of the hole, and then it sort of steps. So I've got to see how deep it is, and then I have to drill it out with that step drill bit. Then I use a tool. I haven't actually got that part of the tool. You can order that separate, but I've got something that will do that. And then I'll tap it out to that depth, and then with that other tool to screw the insert into the base. In theory it all looks easy-ish, so we'll see. But because it's a back injector, a little bit of a problem there. I can't get my drill is here. The drill's there. And it's going to be too high because it's a back injector. So I've also had to purchase this. If I could do it, I haven't tested to see if the drill will fit in yet, but if I do need this, I've got it. I've got some screw fix. If I don't actually use it, I could return it. But if I have to use it, I have to use it. So that was another £20 odd for that. So this little job has cost me quite a lot of money, but I think it would have probably have cost me best part of 500 to get someone to do it for me with the cleaning up, with the re-threading, with the injector job and everything. So probably cost me over 200 to repair it. Well, it will have done now, but I will have all the tools to show for it as well as the job done, hopefully within about the next hour or so. So I'll show you how we get on, and yeah, hopefully we can fix this and get it sorted. So what I've done, noise in the background's a dishwasher. I'm sorry if that's making a bit of a noise, but I can't really turn it off. Well, I probably could, but I don't know how. I don't use a dishwasher. Yeah, what I've gone and done, I've used this bolt. This is a Briggs & Stratton classic carburetor air filter bolt, and I've measured the depth, and that's what it is. There, so I've used that as my guide. Now, hopefully, if they do the kit right, that will be very much the same. To be honest, it is a little bit deeper. So I should just double check that that one can't go down any further in the hole. If it can't, I'll readjust that. Like I said, it doesn't come with an Allen key, so I will readjust that just down a bit. I'd have thought that would have been ready set, but could be a bit of gunk in the bottom stopping that not go right to the bottom. So I have to check. The thing is, I don't want to do, I don't want to go too deep. So I've got to be, I prefer not to go deep and quite deep enough than go too deep. So I can leave that setting on there at the moment. To me, that's as deep as it goes, but I will just double check, and then what I'll do, I'll adjust that, I'll get the drilling done, then I'll get back to you. I can't really show you the drilling because it's right at the back, and I'm going to find it a little bit stressful doing that. So so if I'd done them before and I knew exactly what I was doing, I'd show you, but I'm just going to get on with that, and I'll show you sort of an overview after I've done it. Well, I'm getting there. I don't know how well you can see. I'll try and show you. I've got a torch here, it sort of works. But if you can see, where are we? Where we are. Nope, there's one before. There we go. That has been tapped right at the bottom now. So I've cleaned it up, hoovered out the bits. So now it's to put the insert in. So I am getting there. I had to use that angle drill bit. No way could I have got in there. Wasn't room, and it was so easy to use that. So yes, it cost me the money, but it made the job much easier. Hopefully this insert goes in, then I've got to get the injector for that back in, and then hopefully we're sort of there. So that's a good sign. I screwed it in as tight as I could get it. I won't show you down it because you ain't going to be able to see. And I was a bit worried when I unscrewed it again that the insert might come off with it, but obviously it must be made not to. But so the threads must be pretty tight down there to hold the insert in. So hopefully that's the thread repair done. So it's basically back to the putting the injector in, make sure everything's clean again, and then try and put it back together, see if the bolt goes tight, which I can't see any reason it shouldn't do, but you never know with these things. So I'll just run through what I've used for this up to this stage. The step drill bit is there. It didn't quite go as deep. I think I said before, it didn't quite go as deep. But the thing is, if the hole's a bit deeper, all that's going to happen is the injector bolt is just going to go through into the void, which is still the old thread. So it's only going to be about something a matter of that. So that's not really going to matter much. That was the thread car. That was the bit I just showed you to put the insert in. That's actually the old tool I had. Basically, it's exactly the same as the one later recommended to use. Come out of a kit that's probably 50 years old. It's handy. Had to use that bit in the end to drill it because it would have been so hard to have got there without. And I just put a little bit of grease. That grease I got the other day, ceramic grease, just on the end of that, just so when it cut the thread, it will actually help a bit stick to it as well. So yeah, the hole's pretty clean after that. So yeah, hopefully everything went well, and obviously a drill you need. But yeah, hopefully everything went well. I'm just going to probably go and have a quick break and then get on with this to get it done. I think I've done the hardest part now, so let's hope this is a good repair. And if I have to do it on the front one, it's not going to be a massive problem because I'm going to have everything. The only thing I wouldn't need is that because I'm going to drill it straight. But it's drilled very easy because it's aluminium. It drilled very easy. But yeah, good little kit what I bought, but it did cost the money. So you know, sometimes you have to do it easier. Maybe your hours trying to do it another way. Hi again. The nice shiny new, well not new, but reconditioned injector has come, and you can see it's nice and clean. I'll try to show you the problem. It's a little bit difficult because there's still carbon on the old one from where I tried it last time it leaked. But if you can see around the edge there, maybe if I do it like that, you can see how thin it sort of is there, the seat bit. On that one, it's got an even area all the way around. There is a slight little nick there on the new one, which I have took a photo with just in case I get any trouble. I can refer back, but it does look pretty good. So yeah, there you can see it's very thin on that bit there, and all sort of that sort of along that top bit, and that is where it's gone black when I put it in. So that's where it's leaking past. That one should sit quite nicely. Well, hopefully. So yeah, I've got to go and do a job, and I'll get that fitted when I get back, and hopefully my problems are sorted then. There were certain numbers I had to go by for it and everything, so yeah, and I didn't have to send the other one back in exchange, so that was good. I didn't have to do that because it's only more hassle. You have to pay more money out and send it, and then they refund it back. Didn't have to do that with this company, so let's hope that fixes it. I'm pretty sure it will. It did come with a new washer. I have ordered some more washers anyway. I think I had one left from the previous one, but it does come with a new washer. And yeah, we'll see if we can get that fitted later. And hopefully that cures the leak and we're sorted with the van. And we are now on to the next weekend. I have had real fun and games, as you'll have just seen, throughout the week. Well, now I've ordered a thicker washer, a thicker copper seal. So hopefully that will rectify the problem. So I better get it apart and see if we'll fix it. I think I finally sorted the injector, the rear injector, and what a pain it has really been. In the end, Honda come to the rescue. I'll explain after I've shown you this bit, but I'm quite happy with that. Doesn't look like any leaks at all. I'll just get the parts right. Now back in the injector there, you see this sort of cleaner one. So I think I've done it. It was a long process. I will go through, like I said, I will go through. But I'm just going to let it warm up. I'm still a bit worried, but I think I'm sort of there. And one, I'll be glad to get this done. It's been like a week-long saga and it's cost me quite a lot of money. So I think I've sort of done it. Whether it'll stay done for long, who knows? But looking promising. It's hard to look with everything shaking around and make it look like it's puffing, but it doesn't sound puffy or chuffing at all, so I'm quite satisfied that'll be okay. It's like that paper shaking, making it look sort of misty, but probably looking through the cameras there and everything. Pretty cool to me. So yeah, I'm not going to put it all back together. I'm just going to put the bolts back in this bit. That bolt there, I might put that one in. That Jubilee clip has basically had it anyway. It doesn't go tight anymore. There's one bolt to go back in there. And I'm going to leave the cover off so I can keep a good eye on it. I'll soon know when I go up the road whether it smells in the cab or not, but it's looking promising. Yeah, I had to use a different washer. I'll explain all about that when I get in the house and show you that. But yeah, this has been a saga. But now the back has had the seat redone, and there was quite a groove in it at the bottom of the seat. So the seat has been redone. I'll just show you what I've done today. One bit I've done today. I stuck some sandpaper on the end of a dowel just to smooth off the seat a little bit, because the reamer does tend to leave it a little bit rough. So I've made 2 of them and cleaned up the best I could. It looked pretty good down there. But the problem is, when you take off material, obviously the washers are made from standard, and you know, they're made for a new injector, new head, clamped down, and they do the job. But the problem is, once you start taking material off, obviously that gap is getting larger. So I did get a thicker washer in the end, but I'll explain in the house, and I'll show you the part number and everything, because if someone else gets in this position, they might well need to do what I've done. Yeah, I think if you've got one of these vans and you start hearing the chuffing, get onto it as soon as possible, because for a start you don't want to breathe in all the horrible fumes, and secondly, you could have a job because the seat will start getting wearing more and more and more, and it's damaged me. It's cost me an injector, it's cost me a lot of time, and I think if I'd have tackled this when I first got the van, I think the whole process would have been much simpler. And now it's turned into a bit of a nightmare, but I think I'm finally there. The van will be back on the road. Still looks a bit grimy on the middle two, but they're not leaking, so leave well alone on them. But the front one has got a different washer in than the back one. But yeah, I don't care because it's working, and it's got no injector in the back, the worst one to get to. But to be honest, it isn't massively, once you get the hang of positioning the mirror and that right, it isn't too bad. In there you can you can work in there reasonably well. You just got to watch you don't drop anything down any of the holes that are here, there and everywhere. So I probably said before, but I block all them inlet ones up, and everything I sort of think could be a problem. Look, we've got a visitor. What you doing, boy? Yeah. So yeah, I'll show you the washers in a minute. So it's a good few days now since I fixed 2 leak injectors on my Mercedes Sprinter van 04 CDI 311 engine, and yeah, all's going well at the moment. I've been checking them, and yeah, no leaks at all. So yeah, I think it's a successful fix. In the end, you've seen what I've done. I redid the seat, I did the thread, the bolt that holds the injector clamp, and I fitted a reconditioned injector. This is all in the back injector. The front one was easy enough, the back one was a trouble one, as you'd have seen. So yeah, this is what fixed it in the end. A Honda part. And I'll just show you that washer first. That is the one that come with, I bought like the 4 bolt kit and the 4 washer kit, and that's the washers that come with that. This washer actually over here, I've got another one over here. This is what they sent me when I bought the Recon injector. And if you can see there, it has made a slight indentation in it, the injector, but not much. That, I found that was a worse washer than the one that come in the kit. I don't know how different they are in thickness. Yeah, I actually think, focusing in brilliant, the one they sent me with the injector was thinner than the one that come in the kit, but they didn't seem to be working either. So what I decided to do in the end was do a Google search, and I found out that yeah, they fit a Honda part to them, a Honda washer. If you look at that, much more substantial. It's actually slight, I don't know if you can get it on camera, there's slight doming as well on it, and they're supposed to be made as well from a slightly softer material, so yeah, they sort of squash and seal better. So that's what I did. I'll show you the thickness differences. There you go, quite a lot. So that's took up, the Honda washer has took up the sort of the material what I took out when I was re-cleaning the seat. So yep, that seemed to be the fix. I'm glad I found that out. It wasn't cheap. These were about £6–7 each, they were actually, but I did buy 2 obviously because one's in the van. The front injector has still got one of them in it, which it doesn't make no difference, but if that does play up at any time, I will replace, every time I will replace with these Honda ones. So yeah, just before I go, I'll give you the part number of that. You can see that for yourself. There we go. It is. It's genuine, yeah, genuine Honda, and that's the part number. So yeah, that fixed it. So I think I'd probably advise anybody, if they fix one, even if they haven't got to clean the seat much, to go that way, because it's a thicker wash and looks so much more substantial than the Mercedes ones. I don't know whether Mercedes do a thicker washer. So I did read somewhere that they do, but that doesn't matter now because I found that this Honda one does the trick. So yeah, I'll leave the video there. Glad I fixed it in the end. It's cost me a fair bit of money and quite a lot of time. Well, quite a lot of time. I didn't actually work it out how long it took me, but I should imagine it was the best part of 10 hours over the span of the time, because I had to keep waiting for parts and that. But in the end, we did get there. So yeah, thanks to a good old Honda part, we actually got there in the end. So hopefully it all stays good, and yeah, that's fixed. So thanks for watching. I'll be along with another video again soon.